Today I'm going to talk about under the radar signs that someone you are with or someone in your family has narcissistic personality disorder or is a narcissist. One of the first signs, and it's kind of the signs that oftentimes I hear as a therapist when people talk about, is how did I fall for this person? You know, why was I so susceptible to them? And the answer to that is they're very likable. On the front end, they're usually very likable, they're attractive, they're seductive. People want to be around them. They usually make other people feel good, they make them feel special, they make them feel cool just for being around them. So it is very easy to get sucked into who they are. And typically, you are too far into the relationship once you figure some of these things out to easily get out of them, which makes it very difficult. Certainly, it is always about them. That's kind of something that people know, but how they go about doing it is what's interesting. So while it is all about them, usually what they'll do is they'll shift during the relationship, and it'll start out as seemingly even. So it's their friends and your friends, or it's their family and your family. And it will slowly shift into being all about them, their friends, their family. And they will slowly begin to say things about your friends and family to, in a sense, shift the way at which you look at them or think of them. They might say your friends are kind of boring, or we've outgrown them, or they don't understand us anymore. And in turn, you spend less time with your friends and family, more time with the narcissist friends and family. Another thing is that they play the victim very well. They are often telling stories about how they were made fun of, how they didn't get what everybody else got, they were bullied, these types of things, in order to gain sympathy, attention, etc. It also shifts the way in which people think about them. It's hard to see somebody narcissistic if they had been bullied. Right? Why would somebody who is narcissistic be bullied? Wouldn't they be the bully? Well, yes, in turn, later on in life they are, but at that point in the story, it's a manipulation. It's a way to talk about how they didn't get what everyone else got, how they were abused, etc. One of the common things that is really hard to notice and is not always discussed is that with an NPD, oftentimes you are in a competition that you had no idea that you signed up for. They may be competing with you and you have no clue until it's too late. So when you are nice, when you do things well, they are always trying to one-up you. And at some point you may see this and go, wait a minute, why are they trying to one-up me? I'm happy for them, why aren't they just happy for me? But they are in constant competition with you, even though you're unaware, which can be very frustrating because at some point you don't want to continue to compliment them when all they want to do is ensure that you're not doing well. But that in turn ends up hurting you because it only makes them then more competitive with you and want to defeat you. If it's not about them, they're unlikely to show up, whether literally or figuratively. So if there's a party or birthday party, a celebration, a graduation, anything, a baby shower, if it's not about them, there's a good chance they're not going to come because they can't stand the fact that somebody else is getting attention. And if that is the case and they know that this is a situation where they will not get the attention, they'll usually not come. Or if they're there, they'll be very uninvolved and even bored. One thing about narcissists, they're typically very bad gift givers, and that's oftentimes because giving gifts is about making other people feel good. It's not about you and what you've given, it's about the other person getting what they want. And narcissists typically are not good at that. So in turn, oftentimes, the gift giving is something that they aren't very good at, don't do well, if at all. Keep these in mind, as they may be signs that you are in a relationship with a narcissist. Thanks.